Hello everybody and welcome to the Speakeasy.
I'm Zach.
I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Road Men. I like when we have these glasses better.
Me too.
Especially for that.
Weight and girth to get a real good clank.
Yep. So, today we're doing a review of the CAO? CAO? I'm gonna call it a CAO America.
Moo moo, motherfucker.
So we've now reviewed the Alec Bradley American and the CAO America within like a month of each other.
America. Fuck yeah.
I put all my notes down there. That's no good.
Can you reach it?
Yeah, I can reach it. I put it down there.
Why, you could have just dropped it.
Alright, fair enough.
It's chocolatey. Kind of chocolate.
It is. I get like a chocolatey vanilla and a pepper like right up front. No, it's not pepper. It's more of a cedar. Because cedar still has that same kind of like tongue tingle to it.
Yeah. I think a lot of cigars have a little bit of a cedar.
Well, yeah,
cedar notes to it.
They're stored in cedar. I'm fully aware. But when I notice it more than in every other cigar, I say something. So CAO was a company founded in 1968, and they're located in Nicaragua. We've reviewed them once before with the flatheads.
Okay, I remember those.
Yeah.
Good.
Those were good. Those were also Maduros.
Makes sense.
Now these have finally gotten names since they've gotten so common in the last couple years. They're called Barber poles, and this is a pinstripe Barber pole because it's just that little bit.
Okay. That's
So
cool.
it has a little bit of a Connecticut shade wrapper, meaning shade grown, which is American. Grown in Connecticut.
Is that where they get the name?
Yes. Yes, actually it is. So this is actually a blend of tobacco from 4 different countries. It has tobacco from Nicaragua, American, specifically in that Connecticut shade-grown Connecticut wrapper, Italian, and Dominican in it. I don't think I've had any that listed Italian in their stuff. You having a little trouble?
Yeah, I was just gonna clean up the edge.
See, now as I go on, I've got some like, almost like peppery beef notes, but with a sweetness, almost like cured barbecue. Ain't bad. You're just having a hell of a time, aren't you? What the? There you go.
Okay.
He's gonna pick it up and it's not gonna work for him again. There we go. I didn't start my timer either, so hopefully we can just wrap this video up tight. There's not a lot of info on these guys, so it shouldn't be too difficult. I can find a lot about what they do. Currently, I can't find a lot about like their story or anything.
Are they a relatively new company?
1968.
So no.
I maybe said that already.
Man, I've been trying to...
Not listen to what I'm saying?
It's really hard sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get this edge lit very well, I guess. Oh, that was a little more than I was going for.
The other thing is like a jet engine.
It is. I think I have it turned up a little high.
Go big or go home.
Says the guy that lit a cigar last year with a propane torch.
Go big or go home. And it was a map gas, not propane.
My bad. So one thing that I think is cool about CAO is they like to, and if I'm mispronouncing the name, somebody please put a pronunciation guide under the video. They like to host a lot of like fan events, like they host one called Last Stick Standing and all this stuff, and they go there and they try to get feedback from the people actually smoking their cigars. And then they base their future plans and the stuff they decide to let go and improvements they decide to make on that. So, I think that's pretty cool. It's very close to the Crowded Barrel distillery model, where they really want to know what the people having them are thinking more than what one blender wants to present and see if people like. Not that there's a problem with that model. Every cigar I like follows that model besides this one.
I mean, if you don't treat your fans and your customers, like actually take into consideration what they like, eventually you won't have any.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not to say that they don't the other companies don't take their customers into consideration, but I like how proactive these guys are about it. And they do have some pretty good branding on their site. They're pretty fond of black. I'm also pretty fond of black, so not wearing a lot of it today, but hey, whatever.
I am.
It's weird. It's reversed.
Yeah. Usually wear white t-shirts.
Yep. Now, it's really weird. The cigar is starting to kind of mellow a little bit and give me some more earthy notes. And some guy hit me with something that I wasn't really sure how to answer yesterday, which was, what would you say an earthy note tastes like?
Dirt? I don't know. Earth?
I was like, I don't know, man. Just things that make you think of, like, earth. Like, there's certain leaves that they would put in a salad that are going to give you a really earthy flavor more than the other ones will.
Beets. Beets taste like dirt. That tastes like earth.
Yeah.
But that is
my comment to him was like, have you ever tried eating dirt?
We know, like crushed up dried leaves, or if you ever mow your lawn when it's covered in leaves, you kind of breathe in that dust. It's a nice earthy note.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just for me, I guess it's just a note that makes me think of like earthiness. It's hard to explain.
The way when you walk into like the woods on a nice spring day or an early fall day, and you kind of taste it.
Mm-hmm. The flowers even and everything else, right?
Yep.
And that's what I said. I was like, it's close to floral notes to me, really. I tend to kind of see them together, but floral to me tends to have this kind of aromatic sweetness to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is one cigar in a Maduro Madhouse sampler that we got to split that I'm pretty fond of.
Me too.
I've had 3 cigars now from this sampler. This is my favorite of the 3 that I've tried since I got it.
This is the favorite one I've tried since we got it too.
Because it's your first one.
They don't have to know that.
They do now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That said, there's nothing about this cigar that really jumps out at me and makes me be like, this is the most amazing cigar I've had recently. You need to try it right now.
No, but it is... I think because there's nothing that really just like jumps out, I think that's why I like it. This is nice, mellow, easygoing. You just want to sit down and relax.
Which is not something you would normally say about a Maduro.
Yeah.
But it still has those Maduro notes. Like, there's still some black pepper to it. But the Connecticut weaves in some sweeter flavors that I enjoy.
Yeah, for sure. And like I also I like the darker, deeper flavors in just about everything. You know, like I prefer barrel proof whiskey and
or
Maduros and
any whiskey that's been aged long enough to start picking up the wood notes.
Yeah,
like what the one whiskey we tried that was almost like biting a block of wood.
Was that the Jim Beam Doublewood, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't one we reviewed before then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would give this one a solid 7 because even though it is a Maduro, it has some sweetness and it does have some interesting things going on, but it's still kind of a background, not a hero type cigar.
I was gonna say 8.
Okay. And if we are trying to make ourselves grade more harshly, so I genuinely think that this has earned that. Well, we talked about this earlier because we had a tendency to just be like, you know what, it's still a cigar, it's still a whiskey, it's okay. we rarely rate things below a 5, and if we do rate things below a 5, we tend to go straight to like a 1.
Well.
But, Dutch Masters proved that wrong.
Yeah.
That's a video you guys should watch, particularly around the 9-minute mark.
Or just after we say bye and I start to leave, you can just go ahead and pause it or shut it down. Dick. Okay, I'll say 7.5 because I don't like the way it draws.
You don't?
No, it's kind of. Oh, I guess maybe if I would have like rolled it a little bit or something, it might have. It seems too tight.
Yeah, that could happen. And I mean, when you have 2 different wrappers, that seems easy to pull off. But anyway, I suppose that's all we have for you today. Till we see you again, I'm Zach.
I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Road Men. Hey everybody, if you like this video, hit a like or dislike, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you really like what we're doing, check us out over on Facebook where we post every day.